everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to introduce you to a new niche perfume house that is called Jardin de France, and from French that means Garden of France. And for me that was a new niche perfume house. I have never heard about this brand before, but it is actually an old French niche perfume house that was born in France in 1920, and Marcel Gozard, his sons and his grandson grow the family company for years. And this brand has a lot of different perfumes in its collection, but today I want to share with you my thoughts about fragrances from their newest collection that was released in 2016 or 2017, I'm not sure exactly. And in that collection, Bertrand Saunier, the owner of the company for 20 years, wants to represent in different perfumes different elements. And also each fragrance invites us to journey to the heart of the brand and its inspirations. So there are 5 fragrances in this collection. I have samples of all of them, and what I really like about these samples is actually how generous they are, because in each sample we get 2 ml, and it is just a very generous amount, I think. So we're gonna talk about the first fragrance that represents the element of earth. Rich, varied and incredibly fertile, the earth concentrates the eternal richness of the land. The mother nature of our desires nourishes her ancient soils to the deepest grooves of future settlings. So this fragrance opens with surprisingly fruity notes of red berries and zest of mandarins. Then the fragrance gets warm with blend of Dovena flower as well as with dusty woods. And to the dry down we have a lot of patchouli and also some kind of woods. One of the base notes is incense, but I personally don't smell it on me. I just think that this perfume is very retro, at least on myself. So if you are looking for something nostalgic, then I would highly recommend you to try out this one, this scent that represents the earth. Well, the next fragrance that I want to talk about is called Pierre Originel. So all the names of these fragrances are in French, and I'm horrible at French. I don't speak French, so I'm very sorry for my wrong pronunciation. I will leave all the names of the perfumes in the description box down below, and also the link to the official website of this brand where you can purchase all the fragrances. So this fragrance represents the element of stone. Sculpted by spring water and dried by the wind, the stone remains immutable whilst nature takes place. Only its discreet white dust, swept by time, reveals its eternal presence. So, this is the fragrance that I was always looking for. For me, this fragrance is about mint. A mint in its best performance. This is the mint that is cool enough, that is sweet enough, and that is aromatic enough. I just really truly enjoy how adorable this minty fragrance is. It is blended together with powdery and woody notes, but for me it is definitely about the mint. And I'm a big fan of mint in the perfumery, but in a lot of times minty fragrances tend to be too masculine, too aquatic, too fresh, or too cologne-like for me. But this one is my favorite minty scent so far. And all in general, this fragrance is very inviting and very inspiring. So top notes are rose pepper and cumin, but heart notes are iris, mint and caraway, and base notes are cedar, sandalwood and white musk. I cannot think about perfect time or occasion to wear this scent because it is just so universal. It will be perfect for any time, any occasion, any situation. And actually this fragrance is my favorite from the whole brand, from the whole collection so far. And we are gonna continue talking about the next fragrance that is called Bois premier or something like that. Well, French is definitely one of the hardest languages for me. So, this fragrance represents the element of wood. And damp in winter, but dry and brittle in summer, Bois Premier follows the cycles of the seasons. Year after year, circle after circle, its principal scents become more enriched. It's a never-ending cycle. So, this fragrance was a huge surprise for me because it features the note of immortal flower, and I'm not the fan of that note because it simply doesn't perform well on me, very nice on me, and it also features the note of tonka bean, which I am always not a fan of. And for the scent that features a few notes that I dislike, it is absolutely significant. What I truly enjoy about this fragrance is its opening. It is kind of spicy, but it is very warm and very pleasant. And you know, like that everlasting flower can be a little bit too, it is just tricky. It is like you can be a fan of it or you can totally disgust it, dislike it. And I adore the opening. It is so amazing. Also, one of the effects that makes this scent unique is actually that it features the note of coffee, and coffee gives the scent so much aroma, so much oriental, a little bit also spicy undertones. So top notes are immortal flower and violet leaf, heart notes are cedar, tonka bean and coffee, and base notes are vetiver, oakmoss and Fior Patagonia. So more to the base, the fragrance gets damp and kind of wet and also a little bit smoky, but I don't know why, maybe because of the Fior Patagonia, I'm not sure exactly, but this is the fragrance of you know, like transformations, about contrasts, and I really like it, especially the opening. The opening is the best. This is my second favorite scent in this collection. And the next fragrance that we're gonna talk about is called Metal Absolu, and it obviously represents the element of metal. And firstly, I want to read you the description from the official website, just because I think it is absolutely perfect for this scent. So, Metal Absolu diffuses woody notes which vibrate to the sound of aldehydes. Spicy ginger and melting metal sing sparkling opening notes. Smoothed by tea notes, metal outlines a wooded heart wrought by cedar wood. Hand-shaped and polished, the metal heats up like amber and paints itself a bright bronze. Branded with a hot iron, Metal Absolu imprints itself on the skin. So, top notes are Thai lemongrass and ginger, heart notes are aldehydes and green tea matcha, and base notes are cedar, vetiver and amber. And what I would like to add is that I'm always very careful with fragrances that features the note of aldehydes, just because in a lot of times that note can make perfumes soapy, and that is the worst thing that can happen when your perfumes gets soapy. And with this one, thanks God, I don't smell the soapy note, and I'm actually very glad that I don't. And I would recommend this scent to those people who are bored of their original perfumes. And if you are like me and you only have niche fragrances in your collection, but you still want to have something outstanding and a little bit different, and yeah, in that case, I recommend you to go for this perfume, Metal Absolu, because it is very nice. That is just all that I can say. This is a great example how aldehydes can be beautiful. And also, if you like Chanel fragrances, so the fragrances from the house of Chanel, then I think you might also like this one, because a lot of Chanel fragrances feature the note of aldehydes, and you know, this one also. And there are a lot of people who say that they only wear Chanel, and that's absolutely fine, because I think that a lot of fragrances from that brand are masterpieces, but you know, life is too short to wear just Chanel. So if you like Chanel but you want to have something different but still a little bit similar to those perfumes, then I think you might like Metal Absolute. So yeah, that's being said, I don't want to say that this is a similar perfume to Chanel. That is only the fact that it features one of the notes, aldehydes, you know, as well as Chanel's perfume. So Metal Absolute was a huge surprise for me, a huge discovery, and this is my third favorite fragrance from this collection. And now we'll talk about the last but not least fragrance that is called Souhait Eternal. Oh my god, my French is so horrible. But anyways, this fragrance features the note, represents the note of leather, and let me tell you, this fragrance is hypnotizing. So, half element, half alive, leather accompanies our actions like a second skin. Attractive, sensual and powerful. Lay a piece of leather on an object and it will reveal its soul. So, top notes are absolute sambac jasmine and neroli. Hard notes are saffron, cypre oil and Russian leather. And base notes are guaiac wood, vanilla and oud. So, this fragrance is very attractive and very sexual, very. And this is a very interesting experience smelling this perfume. And I would recommend this scent to those people who don't like leathery fragrances, but they want to find their own best leathery fragrance. Or if you're someone who tend to stay away from leathery perfumes, because I know that not everybody like leathery animalic scents, but me, I absolutely adore them, then I would still recommend you to try out, at least try out this scent, because it is very nice. It is just the leather of top quality, you know. And if you are into leathery, animalic, very sensual, sexy fragrances, then you will love this one, because it is so powerful. And yeah, that is my addiction. It is so beautiful in the evening, just amazing. So yeah, that's being said, that is basically all for this review. And in the conclusion, I would say that if you are the one who if you are inspired by this review and you want to try out one of perfumes from this brand, but you don't know for which scent you should go for, and you have no chance to try to smell the fragrances firstly, and you want to order blindly one of the fragrances, then I would recommend you to go for the one that represents the element of wood, just because it is amazing. I think a lot of people might like it. And if you like minty perfumes, go for the one that represents the stone. If you want something retro with patchouli, go for the one that represents the earth. And if you want something animalic, of course, go for the leathery one. And if you like Chanel, no, I'm just kidding, if you want something with aldehydes, or you were just very curious about my description, then definitely go for the one that represents the metal, because it is worth it. It is amazing. It doesn't get soft. Don't be afraid of that. So yeah, that's being said, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and you find it helpful, and I really honestly hope that you will give these fragrances a try, because they're amazing, and that is my honest opinion. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed watching this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and yeah, we will see each other in the next video.